you've won bigger races than the Bluegrass, which is a huge race in of itself, but just put in perspective, winning with, Tommy's first graded stakes
Yeah,
winner.
it meant a lot. The Bluegrass is second to probably the Kentucky Derby for any Kentuckian now, and to win the Bluegrass and then for it to be with a horse like Art Collector that Tommy got to keep, it just meant the world, because it was just everything had to fall into place perfectly like it did, and it got to show the world how talented the horse is.
And Tommy, you were talking about you might be the only person, one of the few that's benefited from COVID by getting this horse when you had him over the winter and the uncertainties of where horses could go. Bruce Lunsford kept him with you after you'd won that allowance race. And then also the fact that he's going to be able to run in the Derby, touch wood, which he wouldn't have been for Saturday in May.
Right. Yeah, it's again, I'm one of the few people that, I found the silver lining in the COVID mess, and it's been tough going for everyone, including myself. But being able to keep Art Collector and to have him avoid the uncertainty that the tracks were going through and things of that nature, and to be able to keep him in the barn, keep him on a consistent schedule, I think that helped us. I knew he was a nice colt. I really liked everything I saw, but again, as I mentioned to you earlier, once Brian got back from New Orleans and he was able to come out and get on him and offer his opinion, because he had been on him as a 2-year-old and he knew him so well, that really gave me the confidence that this horse could be a next level kind of horse. I don't know that I was thinking Kentucky Derby at the time, but I was thinking, this is going to be a really super nice colt that's going to, he's going to have a really big career. And it just seems like every time we've ran him, he's he keeps checking the boxes off. He keeps moving forward, and if anything, it's like he just keeps getting better and better. So I'm excited.
So the whole thing now is getting him to September 5th at Churchill Downs in the best way possible. Your options are either the Ellis Park Derby on August 9th or training him up there. What will be some of the considerations in making that decision?
There's a lot of things that come into play. Weather's going to be a big issue. If it's 105 degrees in the shade, like it can certainly be in Kentucky this time of year, you're not going to want to be pounding on him day to day. At that point, you're going to be thinking, okay, let's just go run one race and let him have one stressful day rather than every day being that way. You're gonna see how the horse is doing. First and foremost, you're gonna let your horse take you along. If he's good, he's happy, it looks like he needs to run, we'll certainly give him that opportunity. If we feel like we need to just sit tight and keep training, and we'll train right up to the Derby and take our best shot that way. But make no mistake, if we make it to the Derby, however we choose to get there, we're gonna be doing what we think's best for the horse and taking our best shot.
You've ridden at Ellis Park a lot of years. Would you have? Who could have ever thought there'd be a Derby prep?
Yeah, exactly. Like I told somebody earlier in the week, I said if somebody would have told me back in January and February we were going to win the Bluegrass for Tommy Drury, I'd have told him to go to the loony bin. But that's where we're at now, So who'd have ever thought we'd have Derby prep at Ellis? But we're looking forward to it, A mile and an eighth. We don't see very many mile and an eighths here at Ellis Park as well, so it'll be a whole new circumstances.
And some of your colleagues have had to make a tough choice between giving up some stakes business at Saratoga, because Saratoga won't let you. You have to commit 100% to Saratoga, or stay in here. I'm thinking the fact that the Travers was never on the table for this horse certainly probably made your decision a little easier.
And that whole deal didn't pop up until right before Saratoga started, and then I had already talked to Tommy about it, and he said, we're not thinking Travers at all. So there was never any thought about going up to Saratoga, because a lot of the Kentucky horsemen didn't go as well this year. You're going to go up there, try to go into there for 6 weeks riding against all New York riders for New York business, and it just was never going to work out.